Thank you very much, Liz. Yeah, great to hear from Cryo. We are here at our post-game, of course. We are joined by Eeiu. Eeiu, it's got to feel good. I mean, how are you feeling right now? Obviously, incredible results over both those maps. And, you know, at the end, like, after that Haven showing, we thought, hang on, this might be a Thieves wash.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good, for sure, beating Sentinels. I mean, I tweeted it before the game. There was like, I think it was like 9, maybe even more. We like lost to Sentinels like 9 times as an organization and beat them once. So, you know, beating Sentinels is good, especially considering we don't really want like the champs point qualification either, like the 4th seed going into it. We're trying to win playoffs and everything. So hopefully it's the start of a run. You know, Bang going 30-10 on the last map definitely helps close it out for us.
Yeah, I think the last time you'd beaten Sentinels was in LCQ 2022 when they had Shroud. And the last time before that was First Strike when y'all had Hiko on the team.
Yeah, we don't really beat Sentinels here at 100 Thieves, but I mean, we're changing it now.
Not anymore.
Get a little win.
Again, you guys are really invested in winning the playoffs. Obviously, your championship points are looking pretty good after your stage 1 showing. Why is it that much more important to you to win playoffs here?
I mean, I don't really know how it works too much, so I'm basically just trusting what Kel is saying, Boosty. But basically, like going into champs with 1st seed, which they had after because they got 2nd in Tokyo, is like really big. You know, playing the 1st seeds from other regions, you're gonna play some like really tough opponents versus playing like the 4th people who would just qualify in through champs points. So, I mean, I think NA has a lot of good talent, and NA has like 4 good teams that are gonna end up going to champs this year anyway. But I do think that getting the 1st seed really sets you up for winning champs, and going in with the 4th seed is just like, you have to win a really hard game versus a team like, I don't know, like Gen.G or Paper X or something like that, versus being able to like kind of like breeze through the group stage. So,
So, tell me about the eyes on Haven. I'm super, like, that was for me what was the, oh my god, they're cooking.
Yeah.
Yes, I like it. But Cryo didn't win, like, I think he only won 1 duel. That's it. What's happening, guys? Come on. But I really like what you guys did. How did you come up with it? Like, did you see it on, I think your coach
Fnatic,
said,
right?
Fnatic.
Yeah.
You got, so how was it?
yeah, I mean, you know, we're going through Haven, we're going through like a few reps and stuff like that, running the other comp. We found it was it's pretty hard for us to like close out these games. It's just, you know, we have the utility, but sometimes like when we would play Haven, there's just too much utility, it feels like, and we just need to be gun out more often. We kind of had like a Hail Mary play in scrims where we decided, you know, we're gonna swap to this ISO Yoru comp. You know, Fnatic's winning well on it. I remember I hit up Boaster on Twitter, like asked him like, what's up, you know, what's going on with the comp? He'd give me some tips and stuff like that. So yeah, you know, we ran the ISO, we ran the Yoru. I mean, Asuna had a crazy map on Yoru especially. He had like Yoru ult every 3 rounds or something like that. So yeah, the ISO Yoru comp worked out well for us. I just think it's like generally like a lot of up-tempo, and they don't really like to fight, you know, like Garage. They don't really like to give their lives, Sentinels as a team. So running Yoru ISO into them, you know, you'll find like a lot of defaults where you can just walk into space.
Yeah,
and
that's
they
what I
have to
feel
re-clear.
also, yeah. Like, you could just walk up mid or short, like, they will give every single space, and you guys just capitalize every single time on that.
Yeah, the defense on Sentinels, at least on Haven, for example, is a lot more like, you know, A's retake, C was retake. You know, we pretty much walked in every single site.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way that they like to play as a team in general. You know, they don't want to give up free picks. They're like a very structured system. So going into the game, we pretty much had the game plan on both maps. You saw on Attack Ascent as well, similarly. We just kind of walk, take space. The people that fight you don't really want to fight you unless it's like Zekken or 10. So.
Yeah, and it worked. It worked really well.
So when you guys had to play the double Sentinel comp on Ascent, right, you know, you're dealing with like the Cypher deadlock. How does that change the way you play? Because obviously, you know, those post plants are just really hard to retake against that setup, right?
Yeah, so, I mean, attack was pretty simple. You know, just going into attack, you just pretty much walk everywhere. You don't have to speed up into any round, regardless of the info you have. You know, 3B, speeding up into A, if they have Cypher chips and deadlock sensors, you're just gonna get cleaned. So defense was definitely a little harder, considering that we had to play in on sites. You know, if you give the site and they set up a retake, or they set up a post plant, yeah, they have the sensors, they have everything that they could possibly have. So yeah, our game plan on defense was mainly just to play in both sites. You could see they didn't really use mid that much. They don't really want to default mid with their comp. You know, they have double sentis, so they kind of fake mid and use it more as like a lurk tool, and then they hit heavy mains. So every round was ending at like 40 seconds. We made sure that we tried to turtle at the end of every round. I mean, they had some like close rounds. They had some really good post points as well, but we ended up close.
So you're happy to give up the map against them when they're playing that comp a little bit and just anchor in on sites?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if they really do want to walk mid, you know, we have a really good opper, and he's not really showing himself. So if they do want to take the risk and walk mid with like a Cypher or a Deadlock, you're running the risk of just getting opped, untraded, and then...
If they walk mid, we get the cryo from the game against Loud.
Yeah, exactly. A little plus 30.
Sorry, right. All right, let's...
Yo, watch yourself over there.
We got
Let's start a fight.
I'm already dead here, and you're just beating me, you know? Like, I'm out.
It's
I'm
relevant.
Out. I'm outside.
It's relevant. Edboy_97 in Twitch chat wants to know, EU, do you guys feel confident of the odds of going back-to-back as America's champions here?
I mean, you're never going to ask me the question if I feel confident about my team and me answer no. So, yeah, I feel very, very confident we're going to get the first seed. I feel confident we're going to be back-to-back America's champions. I'm fully confident in my team, fully confident in my IGL. I mean, Boosty was calling a master class today. It feels the same as stage 1 to where, you know, we played loud the first game and we kind of like, I mean, we didn't stomp Sentinels in the second map, but, you know, the halves were very good for us and it felt like not too hard of a game. So I'm getting kind of like deja vu of the stage 1 playoffs. So.
Yeah, you guys are getting all the toppings at the frozen yogurt store, right?
Yeah. Nate Shot's got us. I'm not gonna lie.
He got you on that reimbursement?
Yeah.
Well, there it is. Sentinels might have been eliminated, but champs can still happen for them. They can qualify based on championship points. If Leviathan makes top 3, feels doable?
Doable.
Realistic?
Yes.
God, these guys are hard.
likely.
These guys are hard to kill.
Very likely.
Yeah, because they play Crew tomorrow, who everyone you have to favor Lev going into that matchup.
And Lev beat
I
Crew,
think.
they make top 3, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lev has crazy form, and like the way that Crew plays as well, and like their attacks and their defense, they like to contact a lot. I do think Aspas, like,
It's gonna have a fiesta.
Yeah, Aspas likes to op against teams like that as well, I think. So, I mean, I think it'll be really hard for Crew. I do think they can win, but the form that Lev is in right now is definitely pretty crazy.
But as we talked about it, you guys winning playoffs is important, having that good seeding going into champs and, you know, maybe getting to ease into the tournament a little bit more as opposed to going up against the Goliath straight away. So with 2 teams eliminated, let's have a look at our playoff bracket now, folks, and get up to speed with how the rest of the week is going to look. So advancing, we just talked about it. Leviathan take on Crew, and now 100 Thieves have advanced to take on G2 now in the double elimination portion of this bracket. So again, that's the number 1 seed, Leviathan, taking on Crew. 100 Thieves versus G2. Now, Cryo says he's feeling supremely confident. Are you in the same boat?
Yeah, I mean, okay, at this point, I'm tired of playing G2. I mean, we played them so much on 100 Thieves. I played them all year last year on M80.
Yeah,
and here it is again, the game for champions. I have to play them again. I mean, this might as well count as like a grand final, considering, you know, not a grand final for the playoff bracket, but a grand final considering you have to qualify to champs. It's like a very important game, so... I mean, man, I'm so tired of playing them, but I'm ready. I'm confident again. I mean, I like playing them, I guess.
It's always a good match.
Yeah, it is. We saw a lot of bind, though, between G2 and 100 Thieves now. I wonder if that's going to be the case. Don't you have to give anything away. That's fine. Just wondering. There you have it, folks. That is our setup for tomorrow. Our double elimination section begins. Leviathan takes on Crew. That's your number 1 seed, Lev. Now, going against Crew, remember, if Leviathan win that game, Sentinels will somehow sneak into champions. And then after that, G2 takes on 100 Thieves. 2 teams that, as we now know each other extremely well. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining us here.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Super
you.
insightful, yeah.
Sardak, it's been great to have you here as
Thank you
well.
guys for having me on your desk. And
Thanks
you
for letting
being
me
my
on your desk.
Yes,
I think you're in charge
course.
now.
Thank you for beating me. Otherwise, we'd be in champs right now.
It's all part of the plan. Then you recruit me next year, kick Boostio. It's all part of the plan.
Oh, watch out, Booster. You're going to target on your back,
Going
mate.
for your work, Boostio. I'm coming for you.
Well, there you have it. Them's fighting words, folks, and we'll have all those engagements sorted out over the next few days. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for our double elimination section of our playoffs here in Stage 2.